Do you know that it is now possible for you to move to Sweden without a visa sponsorship? So you're a professional, maybe you're a doctor, maybe you're an architect, maybe you're an engineer, and you're thinking about moving to Europe and you narrow down on Sweden. Do you know it is now possible for you to go to Sweden as a professional without having to secure employment from a company in Sweden? Do you know this? Do you want to know how to do this? Then you are in the right place if this is your quest. Why don't you give me just 1 second? Let me just go off and get hydrated, and I'm gonna be right back with more. You know the way I do it when I drop lyrical. Anytime I spit lyrical, philosophical. All the niggas mimical, but they stand still on taking literal. Punchlines collateral. Maximum damage. Hello, Chronicles. Hello, YouTube. How you all doing today? It's still your value-based King Fuse from FuseChronicles.com. Now, like I said in the introduction, do you know that it is now possible? In fact, from February 2022, it became totally possible for you to move to Sweden as a professional. So you don't even need to go get employment with a company in Sweden. You don't need to get sponsorship letters to help you secure a work visa, but it is now possible for you to move to Sweden as a professional without visa sponsorship. Now, if you're going to do this, you're going to require 2 types of visas, okay? Now, before I get into the type of visa categories you're going to need if you want to take advantage of this loophole in the immigration laws for Sweden, let me talk about those who are already in Europe. But I've been hearing insane things about Sweden. Sweden is a land flowing with milk and honey. Sweden is the land where Lamborghinis are falling from the sky. Sweden is the place where we have electromagnetic trains that don't even move on rails. Okay, let me address it. So if you're already in the EU or in an EU country or in a country that is classed under the European Economic Area, you don't need all this stuff. You don't need visas, you don't need this, but you need to have a document that proves that you have the legal right to live and work in the EU. If you are classed under this category, then all you need to do is to move to Sweden. Just literally just turn up at the border. With your documents, you're going to get in and you're going to be able to find work easier than people who are from non-EU countries, okay? So that is that. All you need, you're going to get in there, you're going to have to apply for a Sweden tax number and all that stuff, but it's straightforward for you guys. Now, for my friends who are outside the EU or European Economic Area, what you're going to need to do is to apply for a Sweden job seeker visa. Now this is the first category. I'm going to try to make this video as short, brief, and sweet, okay? And I want you guys to watch this video to the very end because you're going to get to hear about the second visa category class. So if the first one is not good enough for you, maybe the second one is going to be good enough for you, okay? Now, so you're going to need to apply for the Sweden job seeker visa. Now the Sweden job seeker visa is a visa category that gives you a stay period or duration of 3 to 9 months in Sweden. Now, what you're going to be doing, just like the visa category infers, you're going to be looking for jobs in Sweden. Now, jobs in Sweden is a little bit tricky. It's different from the UK, it's different from Netherlands and countries like this in the European Union. Jobs in Sweden, if there's a vacancy or opening for positions in Sweden, it is first of all open to Swedish citizens, people who are already within the country, within the border. They open these positions, opportunities to them first. Now, if they find out that they don't still get or they haven't gotten the right professionals to fill these positions, they now open these jobs to people in other countries in the European Union. Did you get it, guys? Now, when they see that these positions are still not being filled, then they're going to open it to people in non-EU countries, people in countries like the Philippines, India, Nigeria, South Africa, Mexico, America, Canada, and countries like this. So what they do this for is to prove that these positions were very competitive. They were the level of competition was insane. And they got the best candidates to fill this job. That's just it, nothing more. So you need to bear this in mind. That's why many people keep sending me emails. Feels, I've been applying for jobs in Sweden. It's just so hard. It's just so difficult. This is what you need to compete, or this is what you're competing against. You're competing against the locals. You're competing against people in other EU countries. And then you're competing against top talents in India, in the Philippines, and in all these other countries. You need to bear this in mind. All right, but there's an easy way. There's a very easy way to get this done or to jump over this hurdle, and that is to apply for the Sweden Job Seeker Visa. When you apply for this visa, you're going to be able to go into Sweden as a professional. So they know already, you're stamping this visa knowing that you're a pharmacist, knowing that you're a chef, knowing that you're a software developer. Now these are high profile jobs, or these are skill shortage jobs that are being sought after in Sweden. So they know this already. So when you are within the border of Sweden, you're going to be applying almost like a local. Almost, not quite, but almost like a local for positions that locals are applying for. Now when you get the job, when you get a company, within the 3 to 9 months you're going to be living in Sweden, when you get a company to offer you employment, then you can apply for a residence permit and then a work visa. Okay? Now the beautiful thing about moving to Sweden with a job seeker visa is you can move with your family. That's the beautiful thing about moving to Sweden with a job seeker visa. You can move with your family. So maybe you were applying for jobs while in Sweden with your job seeker visa and you were not eligible. You've applied to 1,000 companies and nobody is giving you any response. You're not getting favorable replies and stuff. Maybe your wife does and she gets a favorable response. She covers you. When she gets accepted, you're covered. Okay? You are totally covered. So you need to bear this in mind if you're planning to move to Sweden. You don't need to get a job. A job seeker visa does the trick for you. Now the second type of visa, or the second visa category that you can apply for, is the self-employed visa category. Now the self-employed visa category is a category of visa for people who are looking to go to Sweden to start up businesses. So maybe you're an entrepreneur, you're a businessman, and you don't want to bother yourself with the likes of these other guys that are looking to travel to Sweden for work. You just want to travel to Sweden to continue your business or to set up a branch of a business that you already have in Mauritius, or a branch of a business you already have in South Africa, or to even set up a brand new business. You can go with a self-employed visa. However, if you seek to take up this particular visa category, you will have to have outrageous, humongous amounts of money in your bank account to prove that, listen, I'm not just going to your country to be a leech on your system. Another thing that you need to show is you need to show that there's a high demand for this product or this service in Sweden. So maybe you already know of a company in Sweden that is a startup company that is breaking new grounds and experiencing untold amounts of success. You can just quote that to them. Listen, I already have this registered company. These are services or products. These companies in your country, they're doing great things. You're pulling up trees. I just want to be a competition to that company. And you also need to show how your business, your product or service is going to be beneficial to the locals in Sweden. As you can see, there's a whole lot of KPI, key performance indexes that need to be ticked off and things that need to be proven before you can be granted a self-employed visa. Okay? So guys, like I said, I'm going to make this video as short, as brief, and as sweet as possible. If you guys want to know more about how to move to Sweden as a professional, either with a job seeker visa, or with a self-employed visa, you guys already know you can go to our website. We have all the forms there as well, so you can fill the forms to apply for the visa. You can fill the forms to apply for a resident permit. They're all there on our website, which is FuseChronicles.com. Very simple, very sweet. Now, if this video was very helpful to you guys, why don't you go on ahead and smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, like our videos, and share them with your friends who are interested in moving to Sweden. And if you have inquiries, maybe somehow this video has gone on for too long and I was too fast, you can go to the settings tab and modulate the speed there. But if you still don't get it, go to the comment section, leave your comments down below, and I'm going to respond to as many comments as I find down there. And the comment section is too public for you guys. Why don't you go to our socials? We're active on 3 social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And the handles for all 3 platforms are the same. It's up there at Fuse Chronicles. So slide into our DMs, leave your inquiries, and I'm going to be overjoyed to respond to as many inquiries that do come in. In our next episode, I'm going to be highlighting jobs, urgent jobs posted by companies who have sought for professionals in Sweden and the EU, and these positions cannot be filled, and they're looking for applicants globally, okay? So if you want to catch that content, if you don't want to miss that content, be sure to subscribe, like, and share this video, all right? And until the next one, I remain your value-based king, Fuse. I'll catch you guys on the next class.